a 2025 farm tour of what we got going on right now. So this bed right here currently has our cilantro on either side, and then there's cauliflower and broccoli running all the way down. Once that's harvested, we will success plant with other crops. Our middle row, which has a little bit of spinach, it's got lettuce, my mother's Brussels sprouts, which I don't even know if those will work, and then we now have zucchini plant on the outer rows. We have lettuce running down the middle, and then we have cherry tomatoes. Not many of them, but we got a few cherry tomatoes just at the end of the row. We just replanted more of these, and there's 2 rows of green beans. You can't really tell, but there's 2 rows of dill, and then there's 2 rows of snap peas, and they're bush style. This has now been cleared out, and you got mammoth sunflowers growing right there and just regular sunflowers all right here. As we walk down the outside area, we have, as you can see, these 2 tracks which look like a 4-wheeler came through here and tore it up. This is all planted with mammoth sunflowers, and so this whole edge of the garden will have sunflowers, big ones. And as we walk down here, you can see the cherry tomatoes that are now there. And then same thing with here. These are 3 rows of broccoli, and then this was supposed to be 3 rows of cauliflower, but most of the cauliflower over here did not take, so we actually have 1 row here and a row over there. I don't know why the cauliflower didn't take, but it just didn't. Broccoli's doing good though. This whole section is vacant right now, but this is where we're going to have all of our potatoes in the near future. Coming down this way, it's probably hard to tell in the video. There, that's better. But all this is our sweet corn. And then we come down a little farther, and then we have 2 rows of squash, of summer yellow squash growing right here. We just planted more. Right here down the center of this is a mix of regular sunflowers and specialty sunflowers for more pollination. And come down this way, we got right here, we got 3 rows of eggplant. Then we got 2 rows of banana peppers, 2 rows of, and then 2 rows of bell peppers. This is the newest addition area of the garden. So these 3 rows are all radishes. And then we have 2 rows of regular size carrots, 2 rows of short carrots. And let's walk down the path. And then going along here, we're not sure if they're going to grow, but we have more sunflowers planted right here. And then as you can see, these 2 rows going up there to the peppers are our tomatoes, our bird bath, which is also our bird home sanctuary area, and there's a bunch of wildflowers and tall grass all right here to make everybody happy. These 3 mounds are actually our watermelons. And then there's a trench that you can kind of see. It's an H right here, boom, boom, and then over. Each corner has sunflowers. This is just our scrap, rock, garbage pile, whatever, out of the way where we dump anything we don't want. And then our zombie apocalypse barrier from this tree that we actually cut down. That's just all the stuff there. That's just all random junk that isn't ours, but it just was there. I come over here. These two mounds are our cantaloupe. And then we just have more random flowers growing here. This whole section up to the flowers is all cucumbers. There's actually 3 rows. There's a row here, here, and then kind of a partial row up there. It didn't really take too well because of this tree. Not sure what actually is growing at the moment because we have so much crabgrass going on. But basically from here down to there and up to that section, this is all probably about 10 different varieties of herbs and spices that we have planted here. And we come along here, random sunflower. This is our wildflower patch. We actually have this placed strategically right here for a reason. Last year, a lot of our cucumbers and stuff did not pollinate very well, so we made sure to provide a pollination area right here and also over there, which is close to our cucumbers, so that way they will hopefully do well this year. These are supposed to be more pole snap peas, where those ones over there are bush. These ones are poles, so they do trellis. We've been trying to train them to the fence, but for some reason they just want to grow a really thick stem and just go straight up. So maybe eventually they'll go to the fence. Who knows? And then back on the other side of our corn, it is kind of patchy at the moment, but all the spaces are actually starting to fill in because we had to replant just due to the weather. And then we come over here on the other property, and this bed actually has like a small section of lavender here. We have some mint that's growing over there, a couple sunflowers growing. We have our own, which is this crushing. We have our own green beans and snap peas growing over here. There's apparently trash. Looks like another sunflower for some reason. Our daughter's flower from Mother's Day. And that's about that. This whole section all the way down is nothing but flowers. Eventually this will all bloom, and then we'll cut all these, mix them in with the specialty sunflowers over there, and we will make bouquets out of them. Our kale, which is right there, our blackberry bush that a very nice fella donated to us, which is actually doing a lot better this year because it's been struggling since last year. These two are our raspberry bushes that our neighbor across the street actually donated. And this little thing is actually our blueberry bush, which I'm not sure if will ever actually grow to full size, just because the soil is not what it needs to be for this thing to thrive. But it still hangs on. And then as we can see, the rest of the flowers that are coming in, they're getting bigger and bigger. And that is our garden for 2025. The total thing is close to about 5,000 square foot of garden space. So I hope you guys like it. And anybody that is part of our subscriptions and going to buy stuff from the farmers market at our local area, hopefully things do well this year. This is our first year doing it at scale like this, so hopefully we get a good season. Hopefully everything turns out well. Everything is organic with organic practices. We use no chemicals, no weird seeds, nothing like that. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed the video and hope you enjoyed the garden tour. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya.